I'm going to show how to disassemble this Zojirushi 3-liter air pump thermos. First of all, to remove this pipe here, if you need to remove it, you can pull it out with pliers, or you can just push something like this, which has been cut into shape, into it and just pull out. But probably you can hold it into place and wash it while it's still there. So you don't pull it off too often, because, well, this could probably break if you do it too often. And to push it back after you have really rinsed this, well, just push it up again and press it together, like so. And if you open the lid, get the piping loose. This only goes into two parts easily, and there's only one way to put it together after you have rinsed it, so that will be very easy. If this has fallen over with coffee inside it, you will probably have some coffee up in the air pump, which makes for some smell, which you might want to rinse it because of. And to do that, you can use screwdrivers to get one side loose. Once you have one side loose, this will all come off. You can just twist the air pump, and once you have washed this and put it back into shape, make sure this spring, which you might also want to wash, goes with pointy end inwards around the little pointy thing inside, and this other part goes into the inner circle here, and you just snap it into place. Make sure it works. And this little rubber part here, if you want, you can pull that off and just push it back into place again. And if you want to wash the other parts too, well, first this white part that very easily breaks, so be careful with that, so you really push these two sides together. Don't just pull it out, but push these two back together. Then you can easily remove it without harm. And make sure you don't lose the spring. And you can take off the whole button, and other way around when you put back. Button first, spring fits on the pointy thing at the end, and make sure this little white square here goes on the end of the spring, and the spring does not fall off from it. So you squeeze together again and push it in. Make sure it's in place, yes. And make sure you don't see the spring here. It should be secure behind the square plastic thing. You can also push up this whole button thing here if you want to clean that separately, and you can also take this tang here and grab it on the button and just pull it inwards, and you can remove, you can turn it from side to side of it. You can remove this whole part as well. Could probably break, so don't do it too often. And when you push it back, it will be easiest if you press one side first and then the other. Let's see here. Well, now it's in place. And when you put back this big button, then you push this like in that direction, and this will be easier to put into place. And these grooves here goes around these ones here, and it will go all the way up. And make sure it works with an open close button as well. Then this part, you can just make sure this little groove here goes towards here. That's where the pipe will go. And you can just by hand put it together again and put the pipe back in, and we're done.